Welcome back everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today we will be starting arithmetic progression AP for class 10 CBSE. Other board students may also follow this thing because the concept is the same. So before directly jumping into arithmetic progressions, let us first discuss about what are sequence and what are series. So let us first discuss about sequence. So sequence. So what is a sequence? It is an enumerated collection of objects where repetitions are allowed and the order does matter. So what do I mean by this? So let us take examples, like for example, what is a sequence? For example, a sequence of natural numbers, right? For example, sequence of natural numbers. So what are the sequence of natural numbers? So the sequence of natural numbers is it is 1, 2, 3, 4, this goes up to infinity. So how to write a sequence, right? So basically a sequence is written in this form where each element here 1, 2, 3, each of them are actually elements of the sequence and they are separated by a comma. So this is how a sequence is written. So a sequence of natural numbers is 1, 2, 3, 4, and here this 1, the position of 1 is the first position. The position of 2 here is the second position, and similarly position of 3, 4, 5. So that is what it is said here, that the order does matter. That is, here the positions are defined. That is, this one is the first position, this is the second position, this is the third. So here the order matters. And what do we mean by that? Where repetitions are allowed. For example, let me take an example for that. For example, we are taking another sequence. So let a sequence of number be, for example, a sequence is 1, 1, 1, 1, and it goes up to infinity, right? So here you can see this is a sequence of numbers where all the elements are same. That is, in the sequence the elements are 1, 1, 1, 1, all the elements are same, but this one here is different from this one here. This is the one at the first position and this is the one at the second position, right? So these two elements are same, but they actually differ. Their value may be same, but they are different elements, since this one is at the first position and this one is at the second position. But here you can see that each of the element are same, which actually signifies to the point that repetition is allowed, right? So I hope this is clear. What is a sequence? So basically a sequence is a collection of objects. It can be anything. For example, it can be a collection of the numbers of number plates of a car, right? So that can be also a sequence. So basically a sequence is a collection of objects where repetition are allowed and the order does matter. And now the second thing, before proceeding to the second thing, the general format of a sequence is general representation of a sequence. So what it is, it looks like A1, A2, A3, A4, up to like AN. So basically here 1, 2, this actually signifies the position. Here this 1, this 2, this 3, this signifies the position, and here the A, this actually signifies the value. So basically here the elements are A1, A2, A3, where A1 is the first element, A2 is the second element, and their value are something. It is represented here by A. For example, like I discussed earlier, for example, a sequence can be 1, 5, 12, 19. This is also a sequence of numbers. They do not have any, they may or may have any relation between them, but here this is also a sequence of numbers where this is the first element in the sequence, this is the second element, this is the third, and so on. So I hope this is clear what is a sequence. And now coming to the second thing, what is a series? What is a series? Now series is nothing but when a sequence is written in the form of an addition, then it is known as a series. So basically if a sequence is a1, a2, a3 up to an, therefore a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus up to an, this is a series. Again, let us take an example. For example, we have a sequence of numbers where the numbers are like let us say 1, minus 1, plus 3, plus 6, something like this. Okay, so what is the series? Then the series is 1 plus of minus 1 plus of plus 3 plus of plus 6. So this is the series. So actually when the elements of the of a sequence are written in the format of a like addition or a sum, then it is known as a series. So I hope this is clear what is a sequence and what is a series. Now proceeding further, and let me introduce arithmetic progression. So arithmetic progressions. Okay, it is also written in short as an AP, right? AP, arithmetic progression, AP. So let me first write the definition. What is an arithmetic progression? And arithmetic progression is a list or sequence of numbers, is a list or sequence of numbers where the difference between the consecutive terms is constant, where the difference between the consecutive terms is constant. You will get this thing. It has another, let me write it in another way, then I will discuss it to you. And AP is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the previous number except the first term. So this may seem a bit confusing to you, but it's my duty to write the formal definition. Now I will make you explain what is actually an AP. I hope this is clear and I hope you have noted this thing down. So let me now clear you what is an AP. So the first example of AP which I will take is the list of or the sequence of natural numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it goes up to infinite. Okay. Now it is saying that an AP is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the previous number. Okay. Now what are the terms here? 1 is a term, 1 is the first term, 2 is the second term, 3 is the third term, and 4 is the fourth term. Let's check the fourth terms first. Okay, fourth term. So now if we just see the difference between the second term and the first term, so second term minus first term equals, you see it is 2 minus 1, which is 1. Okay, again if we see the difference between the third term and second term, third term minus second term, it is 3 minus 2 equals 1. Again, let me just move it down a bit. Okay. Again, if we see fourth term minus the third term, then it is 4 minus 3 equals 1. So here we can observe one thing, that the difference between the second and first term, taking the second term first, is the second term minus the first term is 1, and the difference between the third term and second term is also 1. Difference between fourth term and third term is also 1. So the first thing, so let us go back to the first definition. An arithmetic progression is a list or sequence of numbers where the difference between the consecutive terms is constant. So here you can see that the difference between the consecutive means first, second, third, fourth, fifth, like that. So the difference between first and second term is 1, second and third term is 1, third and fourth term is also 1. So basically the difference between the terms, the consecutive terms, is constant. So therefore this is an AP, right? This is following the rules of an AP. That's why this sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is an AP. And now again, going back to the second definition, is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the previous number. Okay, so now you can see, to get the second term here, to get the second term, we are adding 1 to the previous number. Like we are adding 1 to the previous, that is we are adding 1 to 1, we are getting 2, right? We are getting 2. Now for example, we want to get the third term. Okay, now the third term is 3, but actually to get the third term, we are again adding 1 to the term preceding the third term, that is we are again adding 1 to the second term. So 2 plus 1, we are getting the third term. Now to get the fourth term, what actually we are doing is that we are adding 1 to the previous term, that is 3 plus 1, we are getting the next term. So I hope this is clear, and what it is mean by except the first term, because before the first term there is no other term, so we cannot tell about the first term, because the sequence or the progression starts from the first term. So except the first term, we have to see from the second term. The second term is basically a number added to the first term, and the third term is basically a number, the same number added to the second term. Fourth term is also that same number added to the third term. So I hope this is clear. Let me just conclude this in a simple way. So if you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this, you can see this is the second, this is first, this is first, this is third. So if you do second minus first, second term minus first term, 2 minus 1 equals 1, and third term minus second term, third minus second, it becomes 3 minus 2 equals to 1. And if you keep on doing, you will keep on getting 1. So here we can see that difference between consecutive terms is same. Therefore this thing here is an AP, right? Now looking at more examples, so let us take examples like for example, we have a sequence like 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and it goes on. So here this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, this is the fourth term. Okay, so now second minus first is 5 minus 3 equals 2. Okay, now again third minus second, so basically the term after minus the term before. So third minus second, not second minus third. You have to be careful, please listen carefully. The difference which you need to compute here is basically the term minus its preceding term. So it is basically second minus first, not first minus second. Second minus first, third minus second, fourth minus third, like this way. Okay, so third minus second is again it is 7 minus 5, which is again 2. So fourth minus third, it is 11 minus 9, so again this is 2. So basically here also we are getting a constant we are getting a constant or maybe a common difference, therefore it's an AP, right? So again, let us see some more examples. So for example, let us take this one. For example, 1 1 1 1 1 1 and it goes on. So here if you do second minus first, it is 1 minus 1, which is 0. If you do third minus second, then also it is 1 minus 1, it is 0. If you do fourth minus third, it is also 1 minus 1, 0. So here also same difference. Now 0 is also a number, right? We can also get 0 as a difference. So same difference every time, the second minus first, third minus second, fourth minus third, it is 0. So therefore it's an AP. Okay, looking at some more examples. For example, you have something like this. So let us take something like 20, 18, 16, 14, like this. So here if you compute, so second minus first, this is second is 18 minus 20, right? So 18 minus 20, always the term minus its preceding term, a term minus its preceding term. So 18 minus 20, it is minus 2. Again, third minus second, it is 16 minus 18, again minus 2. If you keep on doing, you will get the same difference, minus 2 minus 2. So this is also an AP, right? Let us see one more example. So another example is like you take minus 3 minus 1 1 3 5, something like that. So if you compute second minus first, you will get minus 1. The second term here, it is minus 1. So this is the second term, minus 1, minus the first term, which is minus 3. So minus 3 is the first term. So you will get minus 1 plus 3 equals 2, right? So if you do now third minus second, third is 1. So 1 minus of second is minus 1. So minus 1. So it is 1 plus 1 equals 2. If you keep on doing, you will get 2. So this is also an AP. So I hope this is clear. So finally, let us conclude in a very formal way. So for example, you have let us write the general form of, let us do this thing today only, form of an AP. So what is the general form of an AP? So the general form is, you have a term, okay, let the first term of the AP be A, where A is the first term. What is the second term? It is the first term plus a constant, right? So the second term is A plus D, okay, where D is the common difference, okay. I hope this is clear. So what is the third term? It will be the same common difference plus the second term, right here. So A plus D, that means A plus 2D, okay. So this is first, this is second, this is third. Now what will be the fourth term? This will be this third term plus the common difference. So A plus 3D, this is the fourth term, right? So in the way this goes on. So let me write it in a clear way. So general term of an AP, general term of an AP. So not general term, sorry, general, this is general representation of AP. So general representation is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, and it goes on, right? Where A equals, A is the first term, where D is the common difference, and to represent D we can write D equals, so you can take any term, right? You can take any term. For example, we have an AP where the sequence are like A1, A2, A3, right? So let me write this in a clear way. You will get a better understanding of this, where D is a common difference and the value of D can be where D can be positive, negative, or 0. Right? We have already seen that the common difference can be positive, negative, or 0. So another last thing which I will like to mention here is that, so in an AP, let the terms are A1, right, A2, A3 up to right AN, okay, and so the corresponding terms will be, what is A1? Let A1 be A, then what will be A2? Second term will be A plus D, right? What will be A3? The third term will be A plus 2D, and it goes so on, right? Now what is the common difference, right? So the common difference is actually the difference between a term and its previous term. Like, so the common difference actually A2 minus A1, or it is similar, or it is same as A3 minus A2. It is same as A4 minus A3. So to write the D generally, so let AN be a general term of the AP. That mean I mean to say is AN is any one of A1, A2, A3. It can be anything. Maybe AN is A6. So I am just representing it as a general term, where AN be a general term, not term. I will like to modify it. Let it be a general element of the AP. Then what is the value of D? D is AN, right? That term minus its preceding term, right? AN minus 1. So if n is 4, for example, if n is 4, then n minus 1 will be 3. Therefore, D will be A4 minus A3, right? I hope this is clear. So finally, I will like to conclude by saying what is an AP. So AP is basically, it is of the format of A plus D, A plus 2D, like this, okay, where first term is A, where common difference is D, which is equals to AN minus 1. So I hope this is clear. So these are the basic concepts regarding AP. So in the next lecture we will do a few sums, like 1 or 2 sums, maybe 3 sums on just basic concepts of AP. So stay tuned, I will be back soon. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like, share and subscribe.